We are now 90 days away from the 2024 presidential election. Tonight, we continue looking into the issues on the minds of the voters leading up to November. Last week, we focused on unemployment. Tonight, we are looking at a timely topic, that being the stock market. Stocks plunged yesterday after the recessionary fears of investors spurred by a weak jobs report and worries the Federal Reserve has kept interest rates high for too long. The S&P dropped 3% and the Dow declined 2.6%. Now, the stocks gaining back some of their losses today, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average breaking a three-day losing streak. So what does presidential history show us when it comes to the stock market? We're going to focus here on the S&P 500, tracking the performance of 500 of the largest companies on stock exchanges in the United States. On Donald Trump's last day in the White House in 2021, the S&P 500 was up 67% from when he took office in 2017. At the halfway point in Barack Obama's 8-year stint, stocks were up 83% amid the recovery from the Great Recession of 2008. They were much weaker under George W. Bush, down about 13% because of the September 11th attacks and the so-called dot-com bust. Stocks were up 75% 4 years into Bill Clinton's presidency. As for Joe Biden, we obviously don't have apple-to-apple numbers to share with you tonight since he has yet to complete his 4 years. But according to the Associated Press, the S&P 500 has climbed roughly 35% during Biden's presidency as of today, August 6th, with all-time highs being recorded back in January and as recent as mid-July. Now, during Trump's time in office, the index experienced several steep drops, including a 12% plunge at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. Back in January, Trump admitted the stock market was on the rise, but in a Truth Social post, he took credit for it, saying, quote, "This is the Trump stock market because my polls against Biden are so good that investors are projecting I will win, and that will drive the market up," end quote, to his statement back then. Just yesterday, Trump taking to social media once again, saying the stock market's crashed because, quote, "Kamala doesn't have a clue," end quote. The vice president's campaign declined to comment. One economist telling CNBC this week, Trump's comments reflect the political risk of tying a campaign to the ever-changing behavior of the markets.